Beijing, an ancient capital that has woven 3,000 years of civilization into its modern fabric. While countless ancient cities have vanished from history, why has this eastern capital kept its heartbeat through the ages? Beijing's story began in the Western Zhou dynasty 3 millennia ago. In 1045 BC, the state of Ji established its capital here, starting a legendary tale that would span 3,000 years. Through the centuries, it served as the secondary capital of the Liao dynasty, then the main capital of the Jin, until the 13th century when the Yuan dynasty built Dadu, marking Beijing's true beginning as a national capital. For 800 years, the Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties ruled from here, forging Beijing into the political heart of the Eastern world. The city's geographical layout holds the secret to its enduring vitality. The mountains on 3 sides, open plains on the 4th created both a natural shield against northern threats and maintained open access to the central plains. This strategic position perfectly embodies the Chinese philosophy of harmony between humanity and nature. Today, Beijing covers an area of 16,400 square kilometers and has a population of 22 million. It can be called a divinely chosen place for establishing a capital. Running through Beijing is a nearly 8-kilometer central axis. This is more than just an architectural baseline. It's a cosmic pathway connecting heaven, earth, humanity, and the divine. From Yongning Gate to the bell and drum towers, all important structures align symmetrically along this line, creating an orderly, hierarchical spatial sequence that makes the philosophical concept of harmony between heaven and humanity tangible. Today, Beijing showcases the Eastern wisdom of cultural continuity through its 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These are not isolated historical relics, but living cultural coordinates that remain active in urban life, demonstrating how an ancient city maintains its unique heartbeat amid modernization. The Forbidden City was first built in 1406, about 600 years ago, during the Ming Dynasty. It served as the imperial palace for 24 emperors across both the Ming and Qing dynasties. Today, it's the world's largest and most well-preserved ancient wooden structure complex. This magnificent site covers 720,000 square meters and contains 8,707 rooms. It's also home to a huge collection of over 186 million cultural relics. The Forbidden City was surrounded by the Imperial City, and further out, the capital city. To its east, south, west, and north were the altars of the sun, heaven, moon, and earth. The Temple of Heaven is the most famous among them, where emperors performed ceremonies to honor heaven. To the north of the Forbidden City lies Jingshan Hill, a layout that follows the traditional Chinese principle of having mountains at the back and facing waters. The Forbidden City measures 961 meters from north to south and 753 meters from east to west. Its walls are about 10 meters high, surrounded by a 52-meter-wide moat. At each of the 4 corners of the wall stands a beautiful corner tower. These towers served as the highest watch points, playing a key role in military defense. The Forbidden City is divided into 2 main sections, the outer court and the inner court. The outer court was where the emperor handled state affairs and held audiences. The inner court was the living quarters for the emperor and his family. The layout strictly follows the principle of ancestral temple on the left, altar of land and grain on the right. On the left, the imperial ancestral temple was used for worshipping ancestors, while on the right, the altar of land and grain was for praying for the prosperity of the nation. The first gate into the Forbidden City is Tiananmen, symbolizing peace under heaven. Next comes Tiananmen Gate, which stores the emperor's travel equipment. Colorful flags swayed in the wind as countless attendants lined the path. The third gate is Meridian Gate, standing about 38 meters tall with 3 entrance arches. Only the emperor could use the central arch, though the empress could pass through it once during the imperial wedding. And the top 3 scholars in the national exams were also granted one exit through it. Officials used the left arch, while royalty used the right. Today, this is where you skin your tickets to officially begin exploring the Forbidden City. After entering through the Meridian Gate, you'll come to the Gate of Supreme Harmony. The Forbidden City is symmetrically arranged along a central axis. On either side of it are the Hall of Martial Valor and the Hall of Literary Brilliance. The Hall of Martial Valor was where the emperor relaxed and met with officials, while the Hall of Literary Brilliance where was the crown prince learned about state affairs. After passing through the Gate of Supreme Harmony, you'll reach the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the highest ranked hall in the entire Forbidden City. Every few days, the emperor held grand audiences here to discuss state affairs with his officials. Major events like coronations, imperial weddings, and other important ceremonies all took place in this hall. Here, the emperor received greetings from his ministers, listened to reports from across the country, and announced crucial decisions. Officials stood in the vast courtyard according to their ranks, quietly awaiting the emperor's orders. It's safe to say this was the political heart of the entire empire. The Hall of Central Harmony served as a resting place for the emperor between ceremonies. The Hall of Preserving Harmony was used for royal banquets and national examinations. Back then, everyone hoped to enter here to take the exam and change their future. Moving further along the central axis, one reaches the inner court area, the Palace of Heavenly Purity, where the emperor lived. The Qing dynasty introduced the secret heir system. The imperial succession edict was hidden behind the Justice and Honor plaque. The name of the next emperor was written there, and when the emperor passed away, the edict was revealed to announce the new ruler. This clever system helped avoid conflicts and tragedies among the princes. The Palace of Earthly Tranquility was the empress's residence. Outside, 2 lions with drooping ears and eyebrows covering their eyes were placed as a symbol, reminding the imperial family not to gossip or interfere in state affairs. At the very back is the Imperial Garden, where the emperor and his family relaxed and enjoyed leisure time. On both sides were the living quarters for the emperor's consorts. An emperor could have more than 20 wives. In addition, the southern 3 lodges were where the emperor's children lived, while the Palace of Compassion and Tranquility was home to the emperor's mother and grandmother. In the northeast corner of the Forbidden City, treasures and rare artifacts were stored. Here, you can see many precious artworks from ancient China. The Forbidden City embodies the richness of 5,000 years of Eastern civilization. If you visit Beijing, you must come here. Besides the Forbidden City, the Great Wall is another absolute must-see wonder in Beijing. Its construction began about 2,700 years ago during the Spring and Autumn and Warring States periods. It was expanded and reinforced over many dynasties, including Qin and Han, but the main structure we see today is the Ming Great Wall, built over 600 years ago. This is the largest military defense project in human history, stretching for more than 21,000 kilometers. That's half the length of the Earth's equator and about 1,000 kilometers longer than the distance from the North Pole to the South Pole. Yet this Great Wall didn't appear out of nowhere. Its construction originated from a millennia-long struggle for survival between agrarian and nomadic civilizations. On one side were the Central Plain dynasties, dependent on fixed farmland and yearning for stability. On the other were the grassland tribes, nomadic and highly mobile. These two completely different ways of life constantly clashed on this land. The most direct manifestation of this clash was the competition for survival resources. When the climate turned cold and grasslands deteriorated, the nomadic tribes had to move south in search of new resources for survival. These periodic southern migrations often led to intense military conflicts. Nomadic cavalry, with their exceptional mobility, could swiftly break through traditional defense lines, wreaking havoc on towns and villages in the farming regions. Facing this threat, the Central Plains dynasties learned through experience that relying solely on military pursuit was rarely effective. Stationing troops along the vast border was not only prohibitively expensive, but also fundamentally unreliable. After centuries of trial and error, they finally developed the most effective defense strategy, building a continuous wall system along the treacherous mountain ridges. The dynasties invested enormous resources to reinforce and extend the wall, connecting once isolated fortifications into an integrated system that would eventually become the magnificent engineering marvel spanning northern China. While building the Great Wall required immense investment, it significantly reduced the frequency of border conflicts in the long run, compared to the enormous costs of continuous warfare. This defensive line actually saved the Chinese Empire's substantial resources. At this point, you might wonder, since these natural mountain ranges could already hinder cavalry invasions, why go through the trouble of building walls along the ridges? The answer lies in the fact that the wall's value went far beyond being a simple physical barrier. On top of those rugged mountains, the wall's 5 to 8 meter wide path created a mountain expressway across northern China. It allowed soldiers, supplies, and even heavy weapons to move efficiently. For example, 500 years ago, during the Ming Dynasty, a soldier carrying a message from Zhuang Pass to Shanhai Pass could save 2/3 of the time by taking the wall instead of going around the mountains. This concept was like a modern military supply route. The beacon towers on the Great Wall were spaced about 3 kilometers apart. When enemies approached, guards used smoke and drums by day, fires by night. This system could send alerts across 1,000 kilometers in hours. In contrast, it would take an invading cavalry at least 2 days to reach Beijing. This system was the fastest long-distance communication method in the world before the invention of the telegraph in the 19th century. This continuously expanding defensive line, like a colossal dragon stretching across the vast landscape of northern China, witnessed 1,000 years of encounters and blending between two great civilizations. Its ingenious designs, from the walls built along mountain ridges to the relayed alarm signals of beacon towers, together formed the most sophisticated military defense system of the pre-gunpowder era, showcasing ancient China's exceptional wisdom in engineering construction, military communications, geographical surveying, and material science. Today, the warning fires have long faded, and the battle drums and horns are history. Visitors from all over the world come to walk the Great Wall, mesmerized by its grandeur and beauty. What was once a fortress of war has now become a cultural bridge connecting the world, a precious heritage for all humanity. When visiting the Great Wall from Beijing, two standout options are the Battling and Mutianyu sections. Both preserve the wall's wild beauty and offer breathtaking views of its serpentine path. Across mountain ridges, we recommend taking a tourist shuttle or private car for a hassle-free trip. Be sure to save the travel guide we've included at the end of this video for your visit. No visit to Beijing is complete without tasting authentic Peking duck. This culinary tradition dates back over 600 years to the Ming Dynasty Imperial Kitchen. What began as an exclusive dish for emperors has evolved into a beloved cultural treasure enjoyed by all. The key to enjoying Peking duck is to eat it immediately after roasting, fresh from the oven. The skin reaches perfect crispness, while the meat remains exceptionally tender. The chef's carving technique is equally crucial. Watch as they skillfully slice the skin with just the right amount of fat. Then cut the meat into uniform pieces. This precision requires years of dedicated practice. The traditional accompaniments are essential to the experience. Thin yet durable pancakes, perfectly balanced sweet bean sauce, and fresh cucumbers and spring onions for texture. There's a specific sequence to follow. Begin with crispy skin dipped in sugar, then wrap the leg meat in pancakes with sauce and vegetables. Be careful not to overfill the pancakes to prevent tearing. When enjoying Peking duck, pairing it with other Chinese dishes creates a more complete dining experience. We recommend selecting lighter flavored dishes that balance the duck's richness, while showcasing the diversity of Chinese cuisine. A thoughtful combination of cold dishes, stir-fries, and soups adds depth and harmony to the meal. Beijing offers diverse dining options for Peking duck. Established restaurants like Quanju provide elegant settings. For special occasions, innovative venues like Dadong appeal to modern tastes, while neighborhood hutongs offer authentic local experiences at great value. Each option presents a unique way to appreciate this iconic dish. After Peking duck, be sure to try Beijing's clear broth lamb hot pot, where paper-thin slices of lamb are lightly cooked in a delicate broth, preserving their pure, natural flavor. Beijing also offers countless local snacks to discover. Think traditional jiajiangmian, glazed hawthorn treats, crispy rijiamo, and perfectly stuffed steamed buns. The world of Chinese flavors is truly endless. Better practice your chopstick skills, or that slippery hot pot slice might just tango with you around the pot. Behind Beijing's modern face, traditional life continues in these courtyard houses and alleys. These crisscrossing lanes have existed for centuries and remain where local Beijingers live their daily lives. The morning bicycle bells, evening cooking aromas, and elderly gentlemen playing chess at the alley entrance all woven together to create the most authentic living tapestries here. Nanluo Guxiang is the most representative of these lanes, with history dating back to 1267 in the Yuan dynasty. Once an area for high-ranking officials, it has become a cultural zone blending tradition with modernity. Here you'll find unique handicrafts, can try traditional costume photography, or take a pedicab tour. Riding through these alleys while listening to drivers' stories is the perfect way to experience old Beijing's charm. Leaving the hutong behind, let's discover Beijing's modern side, Sanli Tun. It's one of Beijing's busiest pedestrian streets. filled with fashion stores and restaurants. By day, it's a shopping destination. By night, it becomes the city's entertainment hub. Compared to the traditional hutongs, this shows a completely different Beijing, young, international, and full of energy. If you have extra time in your itinerary, Beijing has several other landmark attractions that are well worth a special visit. The Temple of Heaven, where Ming and Qing emperors performed ceremonies to pray for good harvests. The Summer Palace, China's largest and most well-preserved imperial garden. The National Museum of China, housing priceless artifacts from 5,000 years of Chinese civilization. The China National Arts and Crafts Museum, home to the finest examples of traditional Chinese craftsmanship. For getting around Beijing, we recommend using the Didi app or scanning Alipay QR codes for the subway. As a foreign traveler, I can say Beijing's subway is hands down the best way to explore this city. This massive underground network spans over 800 kilometers. Since the first line opened in 1971, it's grown to 29 lines that can take you virtually anywhere. What will surprise you most is its convenience and cleanliness. After planning your route with road maps, you can use Alipay directly to scan and enter. No cash needed. On newer lines like Daxing Airport Express, you can even experience face recognition entry. Truly futuristic. Just visit venues like the National Museum of China and the Forbidden City require advance bookings. Through their official WeChat accounts, we suggest visiting on weekdays to avoid crowds. International transit passengers with layovers over 8 hours can join free half-day tours offered by Beijing Capital and Daxing Airports. Please keep an eye on the relevant policies at all times. Want a warmer travel experience? Learning to say thank you in Chinese, xie xie, can instantly bridge the gap between you and locals, making every interaction more pleasant. Wish you a pleasant journey. Want to see more of authentic China? Welcome to subscribe to our channel.